Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Hi, I'm Lisa. I am the ukulele fool, foolishly believing that we need beautiful songs of gratitude like this one that was made famous by Cat Stevens. Thanks to 3 of my patrons, Kurt, Natalie, and John, for suggesting this song. You know, and I've got 3 patrons saying, you gotta do this song. You gotta do it, right? In this lesson, we're going to go over some of the more challenging chords. We're going to be going over your strumming and finger picking options. I've got a singing tip for you, and I've got a short history nerd as well. There's a play along at the end. You only need these basic chords, but D7 may not be basic for you. You can do it as a barred chord, boring all the way across the 2nd fret, and then I use my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. But I kind of like the easy D7 sound for this, so you're just using these 2 fingers on the G and E string. It's not truly a D because in order to be a true D chord, whether it's D or D7, you gotta have a D in it, and this has no D. But I still think it sounds good for this song, a little bit more tension. You also have these 2 chords, which you might not be familiar with, and one of them is a barred chord. Let's go over the B minor 7. I play it with a single bar with my index finger all the way across the 2nd fret. This is the easiest bar chord to learn, is when you're barring all the way across all the frets. You can also put your other finger on here to give you a little bit more strength to your fingers. You can also press your ukulele into your hand, not just your hand onto your ukulele neck. That'll give you some more strength there. Your future self is going to thank you if you can learn how to do this basic bar chord. This is a little too tough. Don't let that stop you. I'll show you some other alternatives. One is you could do the 2-finger smush. You can smush these 2 with this finger and then bring these over and do it that way. You could even, I can't do it, but you could cramp all 4 fingers across the 2nd fret. I mean, I guess I can do it. It's not very comfortable and I'm pretty clumsy at it, but that's another way that you could tackle it. Another way that you could tackle it is doing a 3-finger smush like this. So I'm smushing as many strings as I can. I've got 1 string with this finger's taking up 2 strings, and then the A string is being held down with the, what finger is that? That's the ring finger. So there are other ways to do it other than a bar. But again, I want to encourage you to try doing bar chords because it will open up a whole world of ukulele chords for you. Once we do that B minor 7, we have to get out of it into an E minor 7. So you've got a bar, and then I recommend playing your E minor 7 like this when you're coming from the B minor 7. So you B minor 7, do this, and then this finger is ready for the next chord, which is an A7. You could finger it this way and just slide the finger up. The choice is yours. You also have to go from a G to an E minor 7, and you just pick up the finger that's on the E string. That's easy peasy. This song only has 1 section and it's repeated 3 times. Let's just go over the chords with a downbeat on 1. The song is in 3, so we're going to be going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I am going to recommend that you use your thumb because we want that nice, beautiful harp-like effect. And if we add in strumming, I think you still want to do that down strum on your thumb. So 1, 2, 3, ready, begin. G, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, A, 1, 2, 3, D, 7, 2, 3, C, and G, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, B minor 7, and E minor 7, A7, and D, 2, 3, D, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, G, If you just want to do a single down strum for each chord, that is a really beautiful option. If you want to sound a little bit more like Cat Stevens, he's throwing in some up and downs. He's going G, down, up, G, down, up, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and again, I'm doing that thumb strum because I can articulate each string as I go down. Let's practice that strum slowly, and then afterwards I'll show you a finger picking option. 1, 2, 3, ready, begin. G, down, up, G, down, A minor, and D7, and C, down, up, G, down, up, B minor 7, and B minor 7, A7, and D7, and G, C, G, and E minor 7, and A, D7, G, C, D7, and G. Let's do a finger picking pattern that is very friendly for beginners. In fact, I've got a whole course that's free about this finger picking pattern. I will have it linked in the description below as well as in the comments. You're going to place your thumb on your G string, and I've got a low G. G, your C string gets the index, E string gets the middle, and then the ring finger picks up the A string. And so the thumb goes down, and these fingers pick up. Pulling up on the strings. Each string has its own digit on it. You're going to go down your strings. Once you hit your A string, head back up. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and if you do a lot with your fingers, sewing, quilting, woodworking, things like that, you may already have really good connection between your brain and your fingers, and this won't be that hard. A lot of people do not do those kinds of things, and so this is going to be challenging, and that is completely normal. The 21-day fingerpicking course is designed just for that, to help you train that brain to hand connection, because you've probably already got it figured out up here. It's getting the message down to your hands. Let's do a finger picking practice. Let's do it slowly, and then you can use speed controls on YouTube to bump up the speed so that you can get it up to the singing speed. 1, 2, 3, ready, begin. G again, and A minor, D7, C, and G, G, and B minor 7, E7, A7, D7, G, C, C, G, and an E minor, and A7, D7, G, C, D7, and G. Just a reminder, I've got a low G on my instrument. Oh, I love a low G for this. I would hope that you'd want to get the chord chart to go with this. I try to make my chord charts very descriptive with accurate chord placements, all the finger picking and strumming tips that I have in here, including the starting vocal pitch. Come join me on Patreon. It's only $3 a month in US dollars, and you get a 7-day free trial. Thank you to all my patrons. I really could not do this without you. In fact, I bought a new microphone, and I couldn't have done that without my patrons. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. This song has a very big range. Starts on this note and then ends on that note in the very first line. Morning has broken. That's a big range. So first of all, don't hit those lower notes with all your strength. We have more strength down there in that range where it's more like talking, and we have less strength generally up there in that singing voice. So try to blend the two. Don't go too loud when it's low and easier to do, so that it'll sound more blended between the higher notes and the lower notes. The other thing that's going to help you is keep this song speedy. Cat Stevens keeps it speedy. Ba 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 da 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 da. And he shortens his notes. When you listen to him, he does not hang on to them and try to smooth them together. Examples of that. Morning has broken. He doesn't do that. Morning has broken. So keep them separate so that you don't have to worry about pushing your breath all the way through it and trying to add vibrato and all that kind of stuff to make it sound more professional. Just keep it casual, keep it more folk style in your singing. I hope that helps. In 1971, Cat Stevens made this song popular, but it has a much older origin. In 1800s, it was brought to light as a kind of a Christian hymn based on a Gaelic tune that had been loosely associated with Christmas. And the name of that is Bunasa. Bunasa? I think I'm saying it right. I don't know. I'm butchering it. I'll put the spelling here. So in 1931, Eleanor Fagion was asked to create the lyrics to this that we know today. And she was a writer, she was a poetess, as well as a children's author. And we have her to thank for these gorgeous lyrics that just are all about gratitude. For, you know, hey, it's another day. Morning, that's where we're starting. 1, 2, 3, ready, begin. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the world. Sweet the rain's new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, sprung from completeness where his feet pass. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light Eden saw play. Praise with elation, praise every morning, God's recreation of the new day. I've got some other tutorials that you might really enjoy, including Starry Starry Night, Ruel's I Get to Love You, Enya's Only Time, and Buddy Holly's Every Day. Thanks for watching to the very end, and thank you to all my patrons. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps this channel grow. I hope to see you in the next video.